This is Ken Kaplan with Kaplan Cycles. This is one of the bikes from the New England Motorcycle Museum inventory. One of 26 vintage bikes bought from Flathead Jack, collector right here in Connecticut. He was really into doing resto mods, and he took this 74 CB350Four, did a nice yellow paint job on it, and put the mag wheels on it, and put a 4-in-1 exhaust on it, and just went right through it, got it running good. And he was in his late 70s. He owned over 50 motorcycles, and he got, in his later years, the bike just sat. I don't know how long it sat, probably 5, maybe 10 years. So when we got it, the bike didn't run. He said it ran when it was parked. That's about all I can tell you about it. The bike kicks over good. We didn't try to get it running. We're selling it as is. It's got some nice Superbike bars on it. Speedometer only shows 8,300 miles. We did put a compression tester on it and kick it over. It had good compression in all but the right cylinder here. This was a little bit low. It had under 100 PSI in that cylinder. Could be a valve adjustment. Could be, the engine's been dry, maybe a stuck ring, I don't know. But in any event, bike's all there. Has a pretty cool looking 4-in-1 exhaust on it. Engine cases are in good shape. Forks are in good shape. The speedometer is only showing 8,000 miles. They made 70,000 of these bikes total in the production, 2-year production run, but they only made 10,000 of the 74 models. This is a 74 model, so only 10,000 of these made. It's a pretty rare piece. The 354 badge is still on the side. The tank gas cap is in good shape. Seat looks to be in really good shape. I don't see any rips on this seat, although he did pull off the bar. So if you're buying this bike for parts or for restoration, understand it's got a nice seat on it. The seat cover's good, no rips. Cover on this side is good. He actually did some cool stuff. In addition to the mags, he also drilled the case cover here for lightness. He was going after the cafe style, and he was really into resto mods, and I think he accomplished that with this. It's got an aftermarket front fender on it. Excellent bike for a restoration into a resto mod. Maybe put a quarter fairing on it and put a nice tombstone taillight on the back or something, or maybe cafe out the back of it. Probably the best thing to do would be to pull the whole seat off and put a cafe rear end on this thing. It would look awesome. If you have any questions about the bike, give me a call at 860-454-7024. You can come inspect the bike yourself if you'd like. Also, the front brake caliper and master cylinder need to be rebuilt. Typical of the Hondas, when this thing sits for 5 or 10 years like this one has, the front brake caliper is stuck, so it doesn't roll that good. But easily rebuilt kits are under $100 for the caliper and master cylinders. This would be a fantastic bike to go through. They're going up in value. It's a 347cc single overhead cam transverse mounted inline 4, rated for 34 horsepower, 10,000 RPM, top speed around 100 miles an hour, only weighed 373 pounds. And I read something off the internet here, said the 1972 release of the 354 was almost a natural progression, a statement as to what Honda engineers could do. The world's first mini multi. It was the smallest capacity multi-cylinder motorcycle to ever enter into full-scale production, and that's still the case through till today. By the time they introduced this 354 in 72, the design and layout of the Honda single overhead cam 4-cylinder engine was well established since 1969. The CB350Four was a transversely mounted 4-cylinder engine featuring a chain-driven single overhead camshaft. Crankcases were of the clamshell type, split horizontally to allow easy assembly of the unit construction gearbox and the 5-plane bearing crankshaft. Primary drive was by chain, taken from the center of the crank to an inboard mounted clutch. The 354 engine is under square. The sheet metal, including the fuel tank, is unique to the CB350F. And it's a bit more angular in appearance than the tanks found on the 750s. All the bodywork, including the tank, side covers, and fork covers, is painted, while the front and rear fenders were originally chrome plated. This square tank has a really cool style and design for a resto mod cafe racer, in my opinion. A lot of people are real passionate about these antique Hondas. The 350F was known to be silky smooth engine, and like I said, under 10,000 of these were made originally, so it's a really rare piece. It's an easily recognizable bike. And then some press reports from Cycle Magazine said, "We are again reminded that most motorcycles have an appeal transcending mere numbers. Honda's new 354 is easily the heaviest, most expensive bike in its displacement class, but there is some indefinable something about this newest Honda that gets people turned on and lusting after its shiny little carcass." And then Cycle World went on to say, the 354, least expensive Honda's multi-cylinder line, is going to create a new clique of super fans. So got good write-ups, great bike. We've had a few of these come through here that were stock original ones. This is the first Resto-Mod. Again, get this thing running, put a quarter fairing on it and a cafe seat, and you got yourself a kick-ass cafe bike. Good luck bidding on it, and all proceeds are going to fund the New England Motorcycle Museum, and God bless.